JD's and Lintelman and Burls and Goys. What's going on? It is late. It is about 12. I got home a little early from work, but gonna stay up for a little while and play Microsoft Flight Simulator again because I need to get some more money, some credits. So basically what I'm about to do is just fly the plane a little bit. We'll check out Free Flight tomorrow after we get some more licenses, some more hours, and just see how the Free Flight works and kind of plan our trip around the world. I guess that's from the last mission. I don't know if I ever looked at it. Yeah, I want to do some aerial advertising soon. I accidentally tapped B twice. What is activities? Oh, rally race. Low altitude. We get to do the Top Gear challenge. Landing, Red Bull Air Race, National Championship, Discovery, or custom content. What's in the store? It's coming soon. City update to Germany. Texas, France, Western Europe, European city. Alright. Back to the career. Get to the headquarters. The cat's around me doing something. I can't see him though because it's dark. We could do some light cargo transporting and deliver some groceries. What was that? Japan? Where is this? Ambodifotatra. How much does it pay? So it's a 30-minute flight. Didn't tell me how much it pays, but I imagine it's probably decent since it was one of the yellow missions. What you doing back there, bud? I hear you messing with something. Oh, 2,300. We'll do that for 30 minutes. Hell yeah, dude. $2,000 bucks, 2,300 bucks, smackaroonies for 30-minute flight. No wonder flight school's so expensive. Was that a Toyota? I think it was. Alright. Alright, cat hair in my mouth? Gross. Alright. Take a look around this bad boy. Remove our wheel chocks. Check our oil. looks pretty good. Put it back. Alright. Let's fly. I wonder if it'll ever give me like a plane that's messed up. And I have to be like, no, I can't fly this plane. It's broken.
It's Widad.
Widad?
Now that you're all set up, let me go over the important details with you.
You don't sound foreign.
This is a very
what
important
is up
shipment
with your
for
head?
one of our clients. Needs to get to Embadifo Tatra promptly.
Bro, you need a doctor.
Our sensitive cargo containers are built to handle slight turbulence, but maintain a constant flight speed and adapt to changing conditions. A prompt and safe delivery is key for the success of our business.
Yes.
You have all the pertinent information in your flight packet as a reminder. Safe travels.
I am Amazon. Okay, we're announcing taxi. We're going to release our parking brake. Let's swap back to the third person mode. Give it a little bit of RPM. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. We don't have far to go, so we're not trying to take off real quick. I'm thinking tomorrow I may do some drunk flying and just to see how hard it is to fly a plane when you're drunk. Is it easier or is it harder than a car? You know, for a place I can't pronounce the name of, it actually looks pretty nice. The airstrip is actually paved, so it's doing better than Germany.
Foxtrot Mike November Charlie Traffic Cessna 5 Romeo. Lima Alpha Uniform, taking off runway 29er departure to the south.
That's my call. That's my cue. Alright. About 1200 RPM. Gets us moving. I wonder how Phoenix would do on a plane. Not sure why it wants me to go off-roading, but we'll do it. It tells me to do it, we'll do it. We're still just taxiing, so we don't want to go too fast or they'll yell at me. Cruising about 14 knots, 13 knots. All the palm trees. The villas, mikasas, sukasas. Alright, let's speed it up a little bit. I know we can do like at least 18 miles an hour. Or knots. Whatever a knot is. That is not the measurement of speed that I'm comfortable with. Look at that thing. Little sock thing blowing in the wind. It doesn't look very windy, so that's cool. Because it's not blowing. But I know what those are. I've seen them before. The orange and white thing. Alright, gonna cut RPM again. This long ass runway. We gotta go all the way down and then turn around. I don't know why it wouldn't just let me take off from the other end. It always wants me to do the most. These air traffic controllers, man, always doing the most. That's a weird looking palm tree. I wonder if that tree's there in real life. do they just scatter trees like crazy whenever they look at the GPS and or the satellite view, and they're like, oh, there's a lot of trees here, let's just put a bunch of trees down? Oof, barely made it. Barely made it. We don't have to tell them that we're taking off? Alright, well, we'll just take off then. Alright, full throttle. Try to keep it straight. And lift off. Man, look at this place. Wow, is that an ocean? It's definitely an ocean because this is an island. The island of Ambodiatafa. Oh, that's where we're going. I don't remember what this place is called. Ambodiatafa is where we're going. Oh, what is that? Why have these nice buildings in the middle of the woods, dude? It's kind of weird. Fucking beautiful, man. I wonder what kind of engine this bad boy's got in it. Probably like a 4-cylinder, if that. I don't know. I know some of them have like rotary engines, but I don't think this is one of them. We're going to throttle down a little bit. Get about 2,300 RPM. What a view, man. And a sick plane to fly while we're doing it. We'll do some barrel rolls. I wonder what's in my packages. Got some illicit goods. A couple of things we probably shouldn't be carrying to Ambodiatafa. You know, they need that stuff out there, man. They need that good. Let's see if I do like a loop-de-loop, will they do a flip? Will it, if I go upside down, will all the packages fly up? You want to find out? Alright, we'll try it. I have no clue where I'm going right now. Oh no! Pull up, pull up. Ooh. What was that, 170? What is a knot to a mile per hour? Alright, throttle up. Well, the packages are safe. No worries. The people of Ambodiatafa. Alright, throttle back down a little bit. Yep. These guys, they're glued. I didn't have to strap them down. I just glued them to the floor. can't wait to fly a different plane. We've flown this plane for like so many missions now. I mean, it's been different colors and stuff, but it's always been the same model of plane. I'm really excited to try a different one. Oh no, not the sound again. There's a little bit of a sound issue sometimes. You know, I gotta say, this place is a lot better looking than Germany. Or Western Berlin, wherever it was I flew over. I don't know, it was just too flat out there for me. You gotta have some kind of hills. If everything's flat, you gotta have something interesting going on. I mean, they had a lot of cities, like an insane amount of cities, but they were all like a bunch of small cities. Why didn't they just make it one big city? Like Atlanta. Everybody saw how well Atlanta worked out. Everybody loves it there, right? Just one big happy parking lot. I want to go out on that island. Think I can land out there? Oh shit, we are revved up high. I totally did not realize that. I know I had dropped down the RPM earlier. We're still pretty high on the RPM, but we're doing 115 knots, so we'll get there pretty quick. I mean, what is, if we're doing over 100, then that would be less than 25 minutes away, right? I wonder if I can change my speed into something that I understand. Or I'll just Google it. I'll Google it in just a minute. But I'm assuming NM is Newton meters, if that's a thing. Let's see. How many miles per hour is a knot? 1.151 miles per hour is 1 knot. So it's basically the same, it's just slightly different, which is really dumb. Why didn't they just do the same thing? Now I want to read about it. If it's a nautical mile, why do we use it for aircraft? Why isn't there like... Why not just miles? Okay. So they use KN on the boat and they use KT on an aircraft, which also makes no sense. Why would they would do that? Origin, that's what I want to know. So it says, until mid-19th century, vessel speed at sea was measured using a chip log, which consisted of a wooden panel attached by line to a reel and weighted on one edge to float perpendicularly to the water surface and thus present substantial resistance to water moving around it. Chip log was cast over the stern of the moving vessel and the line allowed to pay out. Knots tied at a distance of 47 feet and 3 inches. It's kind of weird. Wonder why they came up with that. From each other passed through a sailor's fingers, while another sailor used a 30-second sand glass to time the operation. The knot count would be reported and used in the sailing master's dead reckoning and navigation. It's just 47 feet 3 inches just seems a little weird. But basically that's where they got the term knot, was how many knots they counted. Apparently, you know, we're still living by the same rules of the 1800s. It's so weird to think about, to me at least. Like, whenever people say the 19th century, you think 1900s, but it's not. The 19th century is the 1800s. Because everything before the 1000s, or the hundreds, it was just the century. Wait, does that even make sense? Yeah. So the 19th century is 1801. I don't get it. I kind of get it, but I don't get it. Oh man. Ambodia Tafa, here I come. We got about another 14-ish minutes, probably 13 minutes doing 115. I got the engine cooking right now, so we're making pretty good time. I'm really excited to try a jet. I've been hearing a lot about the F-15 lately being such a failure. So if it's in this game, I'm excited to try it. Elon Musk tweeted about it today and said that it was trying to be too many things and therefore it sucked at everything. So, and the unmanned aircraft like drones are really the only thing we should be focusing on. And I think it's probably a good thing that he's gonna be in our government, but I think it's about more of, instead of putting him in charge of, like, government spending and government waste, like, that's great and all. But maybe we should also give him a little bit of, military pull, you know what I mean? He's a smart dude, he makes rockets and shit. I think he could definitely do some wonders for the military as well. Of course, technically he's a foreigner, so can you really trust him with the military, you know? What if he sends a bunch of missiles to Africa? I don't believe he would do that, but there is plenty of foreign people in the military. There was some foreigners that joined the military and actually became terrorists and killed a bunch of our own personnel. I know of at least one. There's probably been multiple. And they tried to stop the guy from actually joining the military. It was like during that, I think it was during the first Trump administration. But I think some pansies cried, and now there's like 9 soldiers that got shot. You could probably guess where he was from. There's some really still water. There's like no waves at all. It's not windy today at all. Like, there is absolutely no wind right now. And turn some lights on. We're gonna be landing soon. Navigation lights, strobe lights. Play some Flappy Bird. This is the first game that I've ever played on Xbox that had screen tearing. They should really do something about that. What is this thing? Where's the cigarette lighter? Fuel selector. What, does this baby run on diesel? Can we swap it over? We got a hybrid. The fuel valve. What happens if we close it? Oh shit. Alright. Okay. Well, that's what happens if we close the fuel valve. Definitely want to keep that open. What's the red button do? The mixture. Probably something I don't want to do. Oh, yep. Don't want to do that. Alright, about 5 minutes. Damn, we're doing 120. I guess dropping out of the air probably does speed you up. We'll see how low to the water we can go. Nah, it's too late. We're gonna contact arrival.
Foxtrot Mike Alpha, Delta Traffic Cessna 5 Romeo. Lima Alpha Uniform 6 miles northwest 2,300 feet inbound to land runway 25.
Does it want me to make a circle first? What's going on? I'm looking at my GPS on the top left. It's got me doing something I don't quite understand yet. I think it wants me to go straight and then turn around and then come back and then turn around again. That's what I'm looking at. I don't know what you're looking at, but that's what I'm looking at. Oh shit, I dropped my bottle cap. So this is Cambodia Tifa, huh? Very small. I wonder if this is a whole country. They don't teach you that in history class. Or geography, or... yeah, probably geography. No, we actually... I didn't even learn about, like, any country other than the U.S. in geography. They just wanted me to know the 50 states and all of their capitals. And that took like an entire year. That was the only year that we were required to take it. So I could probably cut that short and just go in for the landing. But then I wouldn't get the extra money for sticking to my flight path. So I need to go around here and make this weird loop-de-loop. Yep, there it goes. See, I looked at the flight plan. I'm gonna go ahead and drop our throttle a little bit. We are still moving. We're still doing 100. See if it's about 1.15, so basically well, really it's like every 8, isn't it? Every 8 miles an hour it's an extra 1 mile an hour, something like that. Or every 8 knots, it's an extra 1 mile per hour. So if we're doing 100, it's really something like, let's see. Oh, okay, we made that. Yeah, we really gotta slow down. Alright. So let's assume it would be an extra, if it was just at 10, it would be 110 for 100. And then cut that down to 8. You just basically be at 11. So really not much difference. You might as well just consider a knot a mile per hour. I gotta throttle back up a little bit. Just try to keep it about 65. Lower our flaps to 10 degrees. Crystal clear, smooth water, baby. I love it. I'm trying to keep it about 65. Just kind of going up and down a little, but I think right after this we're gonna start descending, so let's cut fuel. Just make this turn and then we'll cut fuel, because I am gonna pull back right here. Straighten out. I see our runway. Alright, cutting fuel. We are as idle can be. Alright, we'll cut in right here.
$500.
And it looks like it's gonna be a good landing. We're still a little bit fast. Just pull up a little bit. There we go. And we're just gonna start to drop now. Alright, nice and easy. And brake. Oh, I forgot to announce my landing. Also, it said I didn't land on the runway. How am I supposed to know where the runway is? Is this not the runway? And now it says exit runway. I'm pretty sure this is the runway. I think the game's just a little glitchy right now. Considering earlier it said that I crashed a plane that I wasn't even in yet. Come on. Make a Yui, brother. Where am I supposed to exit the runway at? There's a pink arrow this way. So I'm guessing I exit the runway over here. They're gonna get mad at me because I didn't announce my landing. But fuck those guys. And if I go any faster, they're gonna yell at me for going too fast on the runway. This immaculate runway of Embodia Topfaka, whatever the fuck it is. There's definitely some Jaguars out here. I'll just say that. I wonder if they have Mexican candy. If not, then I'm leaving. Now, what is that? Am I supposed to take that? That path? Stop your aircraft. Okay. Oh yeah, this is where I'm going. Okay. Set the park and brake. And turn it off. Mission success. Now, let's see what kind of a grade it gives me, considering it said that I didn't land on their airway or their airstrip. My cargo integrity. I did try to fuck with the cargo, so that's fair. Still gotta be. Yeah, I did try to crash the plane, so yeah, that's pretty much fair. 2,600 for it. It said I got a bad. It always gives me a bad weather bonus, but that was perfect weather. Level 14, baby. I have enough for flight school now. All right. All right. Go to our certification and take our night currency test. Well, it says I've done all the challenges already. Oh, okay. So it just counts the other things that I've done, as I've already done them. And I could just take the test based on my training grade. I can go for it. Which my grades were not great because, let's be real, it was my first time flying a plane. Night currency is an essential certification that pilots need to acquire if they want to carry passengers after sunset. You'll be tasked with performing a standard traffic pattern at Punta Raisais Airport in Palermo, Italy. Using visual flight rules, as in other exams, you'll be flying a Cessna C-172 equipped with a Garmin 1000 avionics. Knowing how to operate your aircraft's lights and how to rely on the airport lighting aids is essential if you want to move to and from an airport after sundown. Well, I don't know anything about their lights, so I hope they tell me. I don't know what their lights are supposed to mean. I'm just gonna assume that if I turn my lights on and I announce that I'm landing, then they will tell me it's good or it's bad. That's what radios are for, you know? So, whenever we hit, like, we got the bouncing truck again, the F-350 with the hydraulics on it. Okay, we're in a black and white plane, still the same type of plane. The Cessna 172, I believe. Take it off. Take that cover off. Remove the chocks. Remove the pilot cover. And just for the fun of it, we don't have to check the oil, but I like to do it. Looks good. Ayo. There we go. Alright. Now let's hop in. Who are you? You're not gonna tell me anything? I just gotta start the plane? Alright, let's get rid of this yoke again so I can see my switches. Switch on taxi lights. Switch on navigation lights. Switch on beacon lights and strobe lights. Landing lights are only for when we're landing.
You'll be proving what you
What
can
are
do
these? Fuel
by
pump, pilot
flying a
heat,
Cessna C-172 after
cabin
sunset.
power.
Remember that you still need to follow visual flight rules, even if you are flying at night. Try to rely on your environment and on airport lighting aids as much as you can. Only use your avionics when needed.
Alright. Request taxi clearance.
Raisy ground Cessna 5 Romeo. Lima Alpha uniform ready to taxi departure to the west with Mike.
Cessna 5 Romeo. Lima Alpha uniform taxi to and hold short of runway 07 using taxiway Mike Tango Cross runway 20 Tango Echo. Contact tower on 119.05 when ready.
10-4. Alright. Acknowledge clearance.
Taxiing hold short runway 07 using taxiway Mike Tango Cross runway 20 Tango Echo Cessna Lima Alpha uniform.
So basically what he said was, we can move up, but don't get on the runway yet. Let's take off our parking brake, and we'll go back into third person. Look at all these beautiful purple lights. And, are these lights from my plane? I got a spotlight right there. I got one on my wing, and I got this flashing one on my tail. Let's, throttle up a bit. This is a serious one. This is our test, so we are going to be as careful as we can be. Alright. Start turning in. It always is like blowing dust off the ground even though we're on pavement. I don't know, we're in Italy. Is it dusty here? Why am I in Italy? Could I not take my test anywhere else? I mean, Italy's cool and all, I guess. I got nothing against Italy. It's just like I was halfway across the world. Couldn't take my test anywhere closer. Alright. We must be going downhill or something, because I'm at idle and we're doing 20 knots. Yeah, we keep speeding up, even though I hit the brake. It just blows my mind how shitty airplane brakes are. You would think they'd be a little better. But I guess they don't like it whenever they do front flips and shit. I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. Just not good for the plane though. Very bad for the plane. I like my Christmas lights though. I got red on the left and green on the right. It's like a boat. And there's so many lights. I wonder if I could do this in the dark. Like, no lights on. In real life. In the game, it's like, whatever, you know, you crash, you die. You don't really die. But in real life, I don't know, I can kind of see at night. If I'm in the dark for long enough. You think you could make out an airstrip in the dark with no lights on it? Oh shit, we're going fast again. We gotta approach real slow. I don't want to overshoot this thing with these shitty ass brakes. Right, bring it down to 10. Alright, brake hard, brake hard. Alright, request clearance.
Razy Tower Cessna 5 Romeo. Lima Alpha uniform ready at runway 07 west departure.
Cessna 5 Romeo, Lima Alpha uniform QNH 101 west departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 07.
We are cleared for takeoff. We will acknowledge.
Cleared for takeoff runway 07 Cessna, Lima Alpha uniform.
Alright, we're good to go. So, throttle back up a little bit. A little bit more. It always starts off like I got my foot on the brake or something.
Remember that the yellow and red lights mark the end of the runway. You will need to take off before you reach them.
Oh, no problem in the Cessna. Alright, let's go, baby. That little icon is blocking my vision. I can't see my speed. Alright, we're gone. Oh, I had to switch my landing lights on to take off? That's dumb. I didn't know that. And we're supposed to switch off the taxi lights.
Cessna Lima
Let's see.
Alpha uniform continue for west departure.
Oh, you know what? We can go ahead and turn our landing lights on so that they know.
Razy Tower Cessna 5 Romeo. Lima Alpha uniform continue for west departure.
hope they don't fail me for not having my landing lights on during takeoff. How was I supposed to know? Nobody told me, and I wasn't looking up there at my mission steps. Probably should have been, but you know, I've done this a couple times already. I just was following what I normally do. I didn't think, you know, they should be called like landing and takeoff lights if you're gonna use them for both. It just makes sense. But they're on now. Only our taxi lights are off. All the other lights are on. I wonder if they'll let me put LEDs on a plane. I wonder. Like, can I just have like the wings covered in Christmas lights? Will it still fly as well? We gotta turn our engine RPM down. We're redlining this bug. Still kind of high. Back it up just a little bit more. Announce a full stop
Lazy
landing.
Tower Cessna 5 Romeo. Lima Alpha Uniform 900 feet to land.
Cessna 5 Romeo, Lima Alpha Uniform Razy Tower. QNH 101 tree enter left downwind runway 07.
That was a little bit less RPM than I wanted. Alright.
Fly left downwind runway 07 Cessna Lima Alpha Uniform.
Cessna Lima Alpha Uniform wind 242 at 8. Clear to land runway 07.
Clear to land runway 07 Cessna Lima Alpha Uniform.
Cutting power. Adjust our flaps. We are still cooking, so hopefully we slow down a good bit. Yeah, we are absolutely cooking. This is going to be a very fast landing.
500.
Alright. We were able to slow it down. And there we go. And brake.
Cessna Lima Alpha Uniform exit runway when able.
Now we just gotta find our way to this hold short. Slow down a little bit more. We're still doing 30. Follow this traffic pattern it gives me. I gotta slow down a lot though. Alright.
Cessna Lima Alpha Uniform contact ground on 121.625.
Going to 121.625 Cessna Lima Alpha Uniform. Razy ground Cessna 5 Romeo. Lima Alpha Uniform request taxi to parking.
Cessna 5 Romeo, Lima Alpha Uniform taxi to General Aviation parking via taxiway Charlie Mike.
Wait, what? I haven't I haven't entered the taxiway without asking. What the hell? Switch off landing lights. Okay. I hope they don't take away my license, bro. I don't know if that was something I did or that's something that was a bug, because I swear I did what he told me to do. Well, here comes the moment of truth. The tires always make this sound like they're flat, but I know they're not flat. Maybe a little bouncy, but they're not flat. They're good. Ooh. Almost overshot it. Alright, set our parking brake. Turn off.
You've clearly shown that you have what it takes to fly at night. Congratulations on
All
passing your
right.
night currency.
I passed. Respect the traffic pattern path. It's 89%. I don't know. Sometimes that path is a little bit wonky. You know, the planes, they don't just do 90-degree right turns. And then plane handling was 79%. I don't exactly know what I can do to improve that. I thought I did pretty good. I got an A though, overall. Damn, bro. Yeah, most important mistake was landing lights on night takeoff. Huh. If they would name them appropriately, we wouldn't have had that issue. But I'm now allowed to carry passengers at night. And I'm broke again. So, that cost 10,000, that cost 15,000, that cost 5, and that cost 5. So, we're gonna have to do more missions in order to take any more tests. And I don't have an issue with that. Let's see. Oh, damn. That pays a good bit, but it's a 2-hour flight. I don't think I want to get into a 2-hour flight right now. It's a 30-minute for 18. Let's see, we got anything over here? We could do this skydiving mission. Let's do that. Let's do a skydiving mission. Oh, it's an hour long. Alright, never mind. That's not available. It's in a helicopter. I don't know how to fly a helicopter. Medical evac. That's a 5-star difficulty. I'm not a high enough level to do that. I could do this flight seeing one. It's a 45-minute. That's 45 minutes. Let's do another 20 or 30-minute one. Okay, that one pays pretty good for 45 minutes. Commodity transport over Newnan, Georgia. This package was not included in the last shipment and the recipient needs it fast. Deliver it without delay to Newnan. Where are we departing from? It doesn't say where. See full briefing. Doesn't say. It just says we're going to Newnan. KCZL is the airport. I would really like to know exactly like what city I'm flying over. They really got to add that. Let's see. Well, basically, just be safe. 82 pounds. Again with the bouncy trucks. That one was a teeter-totter. I like me a teeter-totter. Some tater tots would be good right now. I never noticed the little pinstripes on the propeller. That actually looks sick. Alright, remove the engine covers, the static port cover, the pilot cover. What is the static port? Pull out the wheel chocks and give her a go. Alright. Start this bad boy up.
Captain, are you
Get this
ready?
yoke out of the
Great.
way.
It's Felix, your dispatcher, you know. Just a quick reminder about today's job. You're carrying loose cargo on this flight. Shipment is from our partner's site and urgent. You must reach Newnan ASAP. Sensitive cargo containers are designed to withstand turbulence, but keep a steady flight speed and adjust accordingly. A timely and secure delivery will ensure that everyone is satisfied.
How am I supposed to turn around?
Information is in your flight packet, which is uploaded on your map as a reference. Have a safe flight.
I'm not going to be able to turn around right here, so we're just going to hold to skip to take off. Alright, announce our takeoff.
Kilo Charlie Zulu Lima traffic Cessna November 6 7185. Taking off runway tree 5 south departure.
Alright. Release our parking brake. And throttle up just a hair. A little more. About 1100. We should. Yep, okay. And throttle back down. Let her roll. Alright, we're ready. Let her eat. She's hungry. Let her eat, boys. At 40, 50. Start to pull back now. Try to maintain 65 while we climb. Alright. Oh, I didn't have to tell them that I took off. I guess they don't care at this airport. guess I climbed a little bit faster than I had to, but not that big of a deal. We are really running this engine to its limits right now, but we're gonna reach 2100 like it asked us to first. We have a pretty tight turn it wants us to make right there, so we're really gonna stress out these wings. All right, and here we go. Pull back. There we go. Alright, now we're gonna lay off the engine a little bit. And to Coweta County. The beautiful state of Georgia, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta say, doesn't look quite as beautiful as that tropical island we were on just a minute ago, but pays better. What was it? $3 grand for a 45-minute trip? But we're actually going to try out, I haven't done this, hold and skip to descent. I haven't tried this yet. Let's see how it works. And if we lose a bunch of money for it. Okay, yeah, it's already cut our engine RPM for us. Contact arrival.
Tower Cessna, November 6, 7185. 3 miles northwest, 1,900 feet to land.
Cessna November 67185 Tower. Altimeter 29.902 fly left downwind runway tree.
Alright, acknowledge instruction.
Make left traffic runway tree Cessna 185.
It did actually get us set up pretty good for this this point that we're at. It had our speed set fairly. Engine RPM probably a little bit lower than I would have done, but I mean, you know, the game knows best. I guess that'll teach me, huh? It just feels like I'm struggling a bit to keep my altitude. But I won't mess with it because I don't want to speed up right now.
Cessna 185 wind calm, clear to land runway tree.
Alright, acknowledge clear to land.
Clear to land runway tree Cessna 185.
And lower our flaps 10 degrees. Cut more power. Tight turn. Cut the rest of our power. Go to idle. And drift down a little bit. Let it fall. Let it fall. We're just gliding on the wind. Runway is in sight. Gonna take this on the inside. Come back out of it. Pick up RPM just a little bit. A little bit more. Alright, and drop it. Right in the center.
Cessna 185 exit runway when able.
If that wasn't a good landing, man, you can't tell me what is. That was about as good as it gets. Pick up our RPM a little bit. Now, I'm real curious to see if we get full pay for this since we skipped all that 45-minute flight.
Cessna 185 exit runway when able.
Yeah, we're working on it, man. Don't rush me. If I go too fast, you're gonna punish me, so I'm gonna take my time. He's gonna say, I got a number for you to call, buddy. And I don't want to call nobody.
Cessna 185 contact ground on 121.725.
And just roll it in. Acknowledge our handoff.
121.725 for Cessna 185.
Request taxi.
Ground Cessna November 6, 7185 taxi to parking.
Cessna November 67185 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha.
There's a plane over there. The pink checkers hasn't loaded in
Taxiing
yet.
to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha Cessna 185.
Alright. Just a little bit of throttle. A little bit more. Take it nice and slow. Pick up a little bit more. I'm glad that they put some music in. And they do it like, when they do it like right after takeoff, it feels really good. It's good music. It's pretty much the same thing every time. And I'm sure they'll end up adding more later, because it did just come out. And it's definitely still a little rough around the edges, but it makes you feel good. It's the right type of music. Come on. I'll stop short right here. Now I gotta boost up again. And cut it off. And stop. Alright. Let's set our parking brake. And turn it off. Now what kind of money did we get? What? Cargo integrity 80%? Airline procedure 75%. What did I not do according to the airline correctly? Everything went perfectly during this flight, but somehow I still don't get perfect. It felt pretty perfect to me. Unless something happened during the 45 minutes that I skipped. I only got 690 for that? Damn, dude. I thought I was supposed to get 3,000 for that. It lied to me. Skipping definitely takes a lot of the money away. I don't know if it's a faster way to gain money or not. It's probably balanced out. But I do prefer just kind of flying around and looking at things during the flight. I enjoyed that a lot. So, we're gonna call it there. Get off for the night, get some rest, and we'll be back tomorrow morning, maybe 12. I'll get back on, and we're going to probably play this all day and try to get a flight plan for our around the world trip. Starting early Sunday or early Saturday, and then later on tomorrow night we will see how hard it is to fly a plane drunk. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you tomorrow.